Hello, Keagan. Welcome to my show. So, can you introduce yourself in front of the camera?
Yeah, Keagan de Melo. I'm 30 years old and from South Africa. The reigning 2023 champion jockey of South Africa, and yeah, just thanks for having me.
So I think it's quite a short news when I read the announcement from the Jockey Club that actually you just won your championship for the first time in South Africa, and I know that there should be a lot of opportunities because Lai Harrison and Luke Ferreris already moved to Hong Kong, so there's a lot of good rides that you can ask for in South Africa. But why would you like to make a move to Hong Kong?
No, I was just very lucky to have got the call from Hong Kong to halfway through the season in South Africa, and I still had a job to do there, so it was nice to tick that off the bucket list and get to Hong Kong. Very competitive racing, good racing, and you race against the best in the world.
So I know that you're similar to another jockeys from South Africa, that you joined the academy school when you were young, and then you gradually just like improve your riding skills and become a champion. So can you tell us something about your childhood? Is that your family's are trainers or any racing background?
Look, my family didn't come from any background. My father and my late uncle were very involved in racing, punting-wise, and I was just lucky enough that I was small, and they said I should try it out, and went to Durban Academy at the age of 16, and look where I am today. I haven't looked back since.
What do you learn the most in the academy? So I'm sure that they not only teach you how to ride a horse, but also the integrity and also just like all the knowledge about thoroughbred racing, right?
Yes, look, obviously when I went into the academy, I had no idea what a racehorse looked like, and it was just very interesting to me, and I enjoyed it very much. They taught me a lot about riding and obviously chatting to owners and interacting with fellow riders, and just your code of conduct as well. And yeah, they're very strict on that, and it's just very important that you hold that everywhere you go.
So you have mentioned that you have inspired by someone. Can you name them?
There's a few guys, a guy like Anthony Delpesci, he's done it all locally and internationally, and a guy like Anton Marcus, Kevin Shea, those are really guys I looked up to, and they've all made it onto the international stage, and yeah, obviously speak to them still, and got a lot of insight, and just truly grateful that they were there when I needed them most.
As a young kid, actually, there's a lot of alternatives. So we can choose to be a soccer player, we can play another sports, or even go back to school. Why racing? So what's the most attractive elements in your eyes about horse racing?
Yeah, look, as a youngster, you always got dreams and inspirations, and soccer was one of them for me. Unfortunately, I didn't grow much, but fortunately in the racing game, you shouldn't. So yeah, as a jockey, it's been great to me, and looking back at it, I wish I chose it a little bit earlier and got a little bit inspired earlier.
Yeah, I've read a lot of stories about yourself especially over the past 2 years. The media love to use most improved jockey in the past 24 months, and then you did because you just like rapidly grow up and also improve your performances, and from the mid-level up to the top. So can you tell us the secret? Why make you to improve so fast in the last 2 years?
Well, if you look at, I don't think it was over the last 2 years. If you look over my seasons, the 15, 16 years I've been riding, my stats haven't gone down, they've only increased and gotten better. So look, obviously the more rides, the more winners you get, the more owners want to use you, and the more opportunities arise. And last 2 years I was retained by some very good owners and some very good trainers, and it's just small things like that that just improve you, and when you're riding better horses, you seem to perform a little bit better, and you don't succumb to the pressure.
And also I think it's very important for the Jockey Club because we have more chances to have just like the simulcast races from South Africa, and at that time that normally you perform so well when we watch your races. So I think it's very kind of hints for us to know that maybe one day you're coming to Hong Kong.
Yeah, look, obviously those big days are the days that you really want to perform as a jockey, and you know that people are watching, and it's your time to really shine. And yeah, just really grateful that I was able to get on some very good horses and ride many Group 1 winners throughout the season, and some big ones. And I think that's was my standout in the whole season. It's hard being champion jockey in South Africa. You got to work every single day, and when the winners are coming, and I think most importantly group winners, I think that's really is holding good steed. And yeah, just like I said, I was really blessed along the way, and just very lucky as well.
Winning a Group 1 for every jockey is a dream. So
Yeah.
can you tell us the feeling, how you feel when you win your first Group 1 in South Africa?
Oh wow, my first Group 1 was a filly called Temple Graffin. Unfortunately, it was under the COVID restrictions, so we had no crowds and everything. So it was really hard to sink in at the time, but to get that Group 1 out the way and then have a Group 1 when the crowds were back, I think that was really important to me, and it was a very emotional day for me as well, because it was a very special win on a very special horse.
Yes.
And yeah, just was nice to have Group 1s. It's hard. They're few and far apart, but when they come your way, you got to grab them with both hands.
For jockeys, actually, how important of you guys to win a Group 1? Is it kind of a mission mission completed, or just like any meanings of you guys?
Yeah, look, Group 1s is what everyone wants to win, but if you see where I am today, that's a real accomplishment, and I think that's bigger than any Group 1 I've ever run. So as important as the Group 1s are, you got to try and test yourself elsewhere, and look where we're standing today. It's phenomenal, and if you asked me 5 years ago where I'd be, I wouldn't say Hong Kong. But the opportunities arose, and I'm trying to take them with both hands.
So riding in Hong Kong is never easy, especially for some European jockeys. Even they are very big names, they come to Hong Kong, it's very difficult for them to find a ride. But it's similar. It seems like it's not the case of you, because you quickly build up your name and you won your first races at Happy Valley. So I'm sure it's a big relief for you to win your first race here, right?
Yes, look, I think it is a big relief. You know, you try wherever you go to break early, and yeah, I got you a little bit earlier, so put in some groundwork and try to get as many rides at work as possible, and get the trainers to know who I am. And yeah, once you break that ice, it's really important. And I was just very lucky that it was the first Happy Valley meeting, my first ride at Happy Valley. So it just shows you there's always chances, and you put in the hard work, you show face, and anything's possible.
And I think it's very important, because you already ride that horse before on the season opening day, and then it's just like the trainer quickly backed him up, and then he won easily at Happy Valley. So already you know the horse, and you know his character. So make good use of the race, right?
Yes, look, his form was probably better at Happy Valley, so it was always going to bring him on after he ran the first meeting at Sharton, and yeah, he was just superb throughout the whole race. I might have put him in a gap that was closing up, but I managed to get him out in time and get the win, and just a very courageous win. And I've mentioned it before, Casper, I can't thank him enough. You know, it's small things like that really put your name out there, and just hopefully people can stand up and recognize, and yeah, just hopefully get more rides, more winners, and with a bit of luck, and yeah, just looking forward to the rest of the season.
When we look back at the race, we can say, oh, it's quite lucky. Or actually, I would say that you make a very quick decision. Because just like 1 second, you know that there's a gap being blocked there, but you just like shift out your horse and make him roll. So it's just like simply show that you're a kind of person that you never easily give up. Even you block my way, I will find a way to go through. Is that correct?
Yeah, look, I've been very lucky in life, and I've got a lot of things to be thankful for, and that was one of them. You know, it closed up, and it happens, but it's that split second decision afterwards that really can determine everything. And I was quick to get out of there and get the horse to change legs and get him on the right leg again, and he really enjoyed that sort of ride. You know, the first time I rode him at Sharton, I put him in the open quite early, and he didn't quite enjoy that. So that little bit of interference might have done very well for him, and he's courageous.
Yes, the way he won actually can apply to your growth of your racing career. So originally it's not that smooth. You gradually move up. You find a gap. Maybe there's some opportunity, and then you just like grab the opportunity, and now you're in Hong Kong. So how fantastic is it?
Yeah, look, it's hard to say. It hasn't really sunk in yet. It took a while for me to take in the moment and appreciate the moment. But at the time, I was just really grateful that I managed to break the ice. And now that it's settling in, I'm appreciating the win a little bit more and what that has done for my career.
Yeah. So you have mentioned that in South Africa you have to ride every day, but in Hong Kong there's only 2 race meetings a week. So is that a big difference to your social life and also your young family?
Yeah, look, it's very different. I was used to being on a plane in the morning, coming back at night, so not really being able to see the kids as well and spend time with the wife, but spending more time with them. It also brings a difficult part because you don't really know how naughty they were until you have to spend every day with them. But yeah, but it's as much as being in Hong Kong is great and everything. We still got a job to do,
yes.
and means me having more family time and trying to take that with both hands as well.
So can you tell me which one is your most memorable victory so far?
Yeah, look, obviously the first Group 1 was very important, like I've mentioned before, but I think the most emotional and was probably Puerto Monzano when he won the Summer Cup, and Give Me a Prince when he won his 2 Group 1s. Those 2 horses have come a long way and come through some tough times, but having Group 1s on horses that I've stuck with and put my neck down and really wanted to ride throughout the season, I think those 2 probably stand out more, not one more than the other.
So now you are in Hong Kong, so any races you would like to win one day?
Oh, look, everyone says the Hong Kong Derby is the race to win, yeah, but I've got a long way to go until I get to that position, but I'm going to be trying my best, and obviously I've got a 6-month contract. I've got to work on getting that extended, and if that happens, which I'm sure it will, and yeah, that's probably one of the main goals at the moment. So I can look at the bigger races once that first goal is pretty much ticked.
Last but not least, if you can name 3 people to thank, can you tell us who are they?
Yeah, look, obviously my family at home, they can all go into one category.
Yeah.
I've got to obviously thank Dean Cannemeyer. He was instrumental in getting me good rides and in South Africa and getting the top Group 1 runners. And obviously Lady Laidlaw and Lawrence Verners. They were very, very good to me, and I was retained for a very long time with them, and they were very happy when they heard I was coming here, and that was one of the most important things, left on a good note. And those are probably the people that I've got to thank most. And you see where I am today. I'm really blessed and lucky.
Don't forget to thank yourself, because we worked so hard to go through all the difficulties to be here.
Yeah, look, I've had to work hard for it, so I've got to say well done to myself, give myself a little pat on the shoulder sometimes, but it's the people behind the scenes that really make Keagan de Melo, and that's very important.
Thank you, Keagan. I wish you all the best, and hopefully can see you in the Group 1 winning poster soon.
Yes, hopefully Group 1s, but most importantly, get those winners out the way.
Yes.
Thank you.